Hi everybody, today we are going to learn this tag. In this tag I have used 3D gloss gel to give a texture. Now this is a transparent gel which gives a good texture with the stencils, and apart from that I have used some stamps and the coloring method, the watercoloring method, the stamping method below the gel. So let's get started. In the kit we will be providing you with the tags. These are the tags that I'm going to provide you. This is the upper part of the tag and this is the lower section which gets pasted afterwards like this. So for this, now you have to first color it with antique linen distress ink. So color this with antique linen distress ink. The entire tag has to be colored. After this is colored completely. Leave this down and then you have to stamp with various leaf stamp. Now I'm using two colors. One is the watercoloring can and another is cornflower blue. You can use any two shades of light blue colors if you don't have these. After this, stamp these images on the tag in a random manner. Like this, then shift it to another stamp, and then again I am taking a new shade. Now this is the color cornflower blue. So I am using these in different positions. After this, dry it. And then I am going to color it with two colors of distress ink. One is peacock feather and second is mermaid lagoon, or you can take salty ocean. So after this has dried, I will color it. You can also use blue shades, which is faded jeans, broken china, tumble glass, stormy sky. So this, it's nothing like you have to stick to these colors only. You can use any shades. So if I'm using broken china, first I'll be using, and I give this color in different shades. Somewhere then I will be using the peacock feather to give it a little darker shade. And lastly I'll be using salty ocean or mermaid lagoon to give it a little darker tone. Now after this also dries, we will just hold on. Now we will, after this has dried, we will sprinkle it with water and leave it for 2 to 5 minutes, and then use your tissue and roll on it. So you get like these droplets and the white patches on your tag. Now dry this. Then I'm using a stamp with brown. ब्राउन कलर का स्टैम्प है ना बड़ा वाला, देखो इसमें से यूज किया तो इतना बड़ा था। Okay, now you have to stamp this with coffee in some places, and also stamp on this edge over here with the same ink, and color this with some brown shade of distress ink. So this is going to be below this, so it will look like this. Also color the sides of this and the sides of this also with dark brown. Then you have to do some stenciling on this with your archival ink. So I'm using the leaf stencil. I'm going to put the leaf stencil over here in the center. Take my blue archival ink. So I can either use Forget Me Not as my color, or you can use manganese blue. So I'm using manganese blue, and one more color is the Paradise Teal. So take the manganese blue and rub this in certain places with your stencil. So you get like this stamp below there down. Then after this I'm using one more stencil, which is the leaf stencil. So we are going to use this leaf stencil. So if you don't have the leaf stencil or something, you can use any stencils you like. And I'm going to use Library Green as my shade, and I'm just going to do half in some places. See, like this. Is it visible to you all? Yes. So once you are done, then you please dry it with your dryer. Now I'm going to use a stencil and give 3D gloss texture on this. So keeping everything aside now, and then just keeping this properly, laying it down, and then use the soft gloss gel. Oh my god, this is so tight. Take this and then just layer it. You should always take little more and take in one go downwards like this. Don't keep on redoing it, otherwise it spoils the texture below. Like this, and then slowly pick it up, and then we are going to take all from here and give this a texture, so even this shines once it is dried out completely. So now this takes about 2 hours to dry. So this is the texture that we have given down. Can you just see? Yes, so now this becomes transparent after it dries. Meanwhile, we will do the coloring. For the flowers, so for this we are using any brushable markers. You can use zig markers, you can use distress inks, you can use your reinkers, you can use distress pads also. You just have to do coloring to your flowers and the butterflies. So first I will be doing the butterfly, which is the most easiest. So in this the entire tag is in blue color, so I'm using more of blue, and then take some water down, and then start shading it. With your brush. So like this you have to start coloring. So we will color it with orange and little bit of blue shades and everything, and then comes the flowers. So I'll show you how I'm doing the flowers. So I'm taking randomly some color. I can also use my Salty Ocean little bit. So I'm taking it on my mat, taking water, and then now first coloring this as your first color down with more water, because I want to leave this as a white patch, the sides of the petals, and in the center we are going to put some blue. So while the water is, it is still watery, you can just put in the center a darker shade and then just pull it down. and then I just roll it.